Now for reaction, Santaco's Gabs Mtshala joins us live. Good afternoon, Mr. Mtshala. You've heard the Minister today on that 1.1 billion. The application process is officially open. What do you make of the announcement?
Good afternoon, Mfundo. I think we welcome the pronouncement by the Minister. It's something that is long overdue. We've been waiting for this fund since 2020. And unfortunately, a lot of other people and other stakeholders in other sectors have already received their relief funds. So as a taxi industry, we were panicking now because it's been there for a long time and we've been waiting for the fund for a long time. So we welcome the pronouncement from the Minister and also congratulate the powers that be on employing about or let me say so many unemployed graduates and testing waters with the taxi industry in terms of giving them experience. We as a taxi industry, we commit ourselves to be patient with those unemployed graduates, as we know that they will be having some glitches in dealing with us. And we hope that they will also be patient with us as we are, as a taxi industry, we are challenged in doing submissions online and all those technicalities. There's only one, I'll say, concern, is the closing date of the 28th of February, which is a bit close for us as a taxi industry to make sure that everyone is covered because there are so many members in the taxi industry. And I don't think that they will be done by the 28th of February as a closing date. So that is going to give us a challenge. Maybe very soon we need to sit down with the Minister or our national office at Santaco, who have been molding the pronouncement that is made by the Minister in terms of engagements with the National Department of Transport. They need to go back and relook and reconsider the closing date because a lot of people and a lot of our people will be without the submissions because this is too soon. Remember, the pronouncement is done today and we know that the communication to Santaco and the members has been done towards the end of the year. But the activation now of the submissions is very short in terms of the period. The 28th is too soon.
All right.
Moreover, one thing that I wanted to highlight as well is the amount that has been that is going to be released to each individual owner based on the vehicle that with the operating license. I'm glad that the Minister highlighted that the amount is very little and it's not sufficient, and then at least he highlighted that on his own. We've been complaining as a taxi industry that the amount that is given to us won't cover the losses that we've suffered. However, we appreciate and thank the Department of Transport for at least making a contribution towards us. Yes.
No, most certainly very positive spirit on your part because we were already, I was going there to ask that, have you already been able to engage some of those taxi operators because you merely represent, as the body head or spokesperson, you represent several operators who might find that the 5,000 will not cover. But I'm sure you also heard the Minister there stating that this was not compensation for the loss, but rather some sort of aid or assistance in the form of the 5,000 because if they had to quantify your losses, obviously it would go in the regions of thousands and thousands of rands.
Yes, Mfundo. You see, when we look at these things realistically, if you compare the taxi industry together with other beneficiaries, we are the ones who suffered most. I'll give you an example of the people, the unemployed people who are getting, I think, a relief fund of 350 rands through the post office. Those people have been getting those 350 rands on monthly basis every time the national president, Ramaphosa, pronounces a lockdown and the relief fund is released to them. But as a taxi industry, we never got that opportunity. We never received a single cent from the national government. It's the first time that we are getting something. We are getting something like 2 years after COVID hit the country, and the rest.
Gabs, you were not that audible there. I don't know if you're back on.
Yes.
Yes, you may
so
continue.
A lot of other recipients were. Yes, a lot of other recipients were getting their funds on, like the ones that are getting 350 on monthly basis, and as a tax industry we're getting nothing, and we are only getting something now 2 years after the pronouncements were done. So that is where the argument comes in. However, hence I was saying earlier on, we are thankful to the Department of Transport and the Minister for at least launching this thing today. Yes, that is what I wanted to highlight.
No, most certainly a good spirit, you know, where you're always thankful nevertheless. The other part is on subsidies that we heard the minister touching on the sidelines. You guys transport a significant amount of South Africans to work every single day. How far are conversations around perhaps having some sort of a subsidy?
The subsidy is something that is long overdue to us as the taxi industry. We've been crying for it for so many years. And we are grateful that at last the minister is conceding to release the subsidy to the taxi industry. In our national conference, National Indaba, he did pronounce that the subsidy would be kicking in April, 1st of April 2021, and that was never delivered. And I just hope that this time around, if he pronounces that he is going to release the subsidy to the taxi industry, at least he must deliver that promise, because we've been waiting for the subsidy now for about a year. It's something that was supposed to be released on the 1st of April, according to his promise, but that promise was never fulfilled. And remember, the taxi industry is transporting plus minus 70 or 80% of the population, especially those that are using public transport, and the rest of other people who are receiving subsidies are transporting less than what we are transporting. They are sharing the other 20% in terms of the population or of the public transport users. So we are, as a taxi industry, we are underrated in terms of what we are supposed to benefit from the government.
Hopefully there will be available funds to actually subsidize the industry. But thank you very much, Mr. Mtshala. That's Santaco's Gabs Mtshala.